Good day. Today we're learning how to do a historical interview. Good stuff. Okay, folks, so what you're going to be doing is after your historical person has been approved, you're going to interview them, okay? Now, in this case, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a garage band situation. We're going to be going back and forth. It's going to be pretty interesting, okay? Now, in this case, you're going to be having a partner doing it, okay? I, though, will have to do the work of two. Should be interesting. Okay, my person is going to be Abraham Lincoln. So I had previously researched all these different questions, and yeah, I'm pretty good to go. I know a lot about Lincoln. Okay, so what you're going to do is open up GarageBand, and you're going to do, let's just do create new music project. And let's go ahead then, and we'll just call it history interview. Okay? We'll save it to our desktop. Forgot to, I want to change that file name. I want to change that file name to have both of your last names, okay? So it should be history, history interview, put both of your last names, okay? That's better. That's better. Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, so now what you're going to do, and let me just grab a set of headphones here. What you're going to do is you're going to interview your historical figure. Okay? So in this case, I'm going to go ahead, add a new track. We'll do a real instrument track. And let's see, can we label these? Okay, yeah, actually we can. If you double click on where it says, I had it there for a second. Huh, no I don't. But we're going to make sure one track is for the interviewer and one track is for the person who's being interviewed. So I'm actually going to add two. Okay. Alright. Well, anyways, what we'll do then is we're going to go ahead and begin our interview. So I'm going to just minimize this. I'm all plugged up. So we're going to start off just like you're hosting a show, okay? So let's think here. Let's also make sure our metronome is off. So before you start recording, make sure to go to Control and then Metronome. Make sure that's turned off. So do like a nice little introduction. We're shooting for, we'll say maybe 3 minutes tops, okay? So we'll start it off. And remember, we can trim these if you mess up. You can always trim it, fix it, cut it, make it good. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's see here. Hello, I'm Josh Fleming. Welcome to the Fleming News Hour. I've used my time machine this week, folks, and we have a special guest, Abraham Lincoln. Abe, how you doing? Okay, so you can see there, we've got our situation just recorded. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to just cut that. I'm going to zoom in first. Okay, so you see I'm going to use this bar here. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to get nice and pretty tight to that. Do a Command T. Split it. Okay. And I don't know why that's doing that. I'm going to save that project and open it back up. There we go. I'm going to delete that last track. And now I'm going to listen to what we got. Okay, so that came out well, so I'm going to zoom back out. And now what I'll do is I'm going to select the track for Abraham Lincoln. So I'm just going to call that Lincoln's track. Okay, from there what I'll do is, I'll respond. So now this would be where your partner steps in. Okay, so it's a situation. I'll probably just add a sound effect, but what I'll do is I'll just talk a little slower, something like that. Okay. Doing well, Josh. These modern times, a little disorienting, but considering the circumstances, I'm doing fine. All right, so there we go. We've got that. Maybe I'll put a sound effect with that. So I'll go to my vocals, and maybe I'll just make it just a little deeper. So I'll put here like male speech, which really I won't change it enough. But remember, you're going to be working with a partner, so it'll be all right. If you really got hard up, you could maybe do, one of those other vocal effects. Okay, so now this would be where you get into the meat of your interview. So you're going to use these questions you research. When was your person born? What was their early life like? So I'll just ask that of Mr. Lincoln. So I'll go back to my track. Glad to hear you're doing okay, Mr. Lincoln. That's good stuff. But it's not often we get to have a president on the show, especially considering your dad. But I want to ask you a question. Where were you born? What was your early life like, Abraham? Okay, so from there we'll trim it up a little bit. And then we'll go back to our Abe track. And this will be where, we'll just go back and have Abraham respond. Well, Josh, I was born a long time ago in Kentucky. Life was hard. My father was not a nice guy. I worked all the time. I did not have a good upbringing. Now, that would be a part where you would sprinkle that with, some of the things that you've researched, that you personally figured out about Abraham. Okay, well, excuse me, about your historical person. Okay, so we'll go back and forth. You can see right there, just between the introduction and one question, we're already at 1 minute and 5 seconds almost. Okay, so guys, it's not that hard. So try to shoot for like 3, heck, maybe even 5 minutes. If you know what you're talking about, if you're excited about your person, it's going to be all right. Okay, so best of luck with this project. This should be interesting. It should be interesting. It should be good. All right, best of luck.